defending has been a huge issue at Sheffield United this season. Last season, they had one of the best defenses. So to see them go from having one of the best defenses to one of the worst is surprising. But I think there are a few key factors to this. Number one is that I think the goalkeeper change has really disrupted the team. That does seem like an over-exaggeration, but we've seen with other teams that if you put in a bad goalkeeper, it does unsettle the back four. But in Sheffield United's case, it's more like a back six. Anyway, I think bringing in Ramsdale hasn't really helped the team. I think Henderson had a calmness that really helped everybody play better. It does seem weird though that goalkeepers can have this kind of impact, but they do. Anyway, last season they only conceded 39 goals, which is pretty good. But this season they've already conceded 56, and there are still 5 games to play, so that number is probably going to be over 60, maybe towards 70. And on top of that, they picked up 54 points last season, which is outstanding, especially for a team that came from the championship. And for them to do that was obviously, they got plaudits for that last season. Obviously, they should have. But now they've only picked up 17 points. So the only way that happens, where you have that kind of a drop off, is if you're not only defending badly, but you're not scoring goals as well. Because they should have a lot more points than this at this stage of the season. And on top of that, they've lost 27 games. Looking at their squad, it's actually pretty shocking. I didn't realize how bad their squad was until I actually took a look at it. Because last season they did so well that you didn't really pay attention to it, but their squad is not that good. Looking at it, we've got David McGoldrick, who he scored 7 goals this season, so bravo to him. But I think that he should have been replaced this season. Then you've got, Ryan Brewster, who he came in from Liverpool. Obviously, he had a really good season with Swansea. He came in this season to Sheffield for about 26 million euro, which is a lot of money. And he hasn't even, not only has he not, oh my god, he hasn't scored this season, which is pretty shocking. And he hasn't even started most games, which is quite surprising because he's one of their most expensive players, yet he's not really starting every game, which is surprising. Then you've got Ben Osborne, who, to be honest, I don't really know who he is, but he scored this season. Jaden Bogle, a defender, he scored 2 goals. They brought him in for about 6.3 mil euros. Who else have they got who scored? Billy Sharp. I'm not sure why Billy Sharp is still at the club. Obviously, he helped them get promoted, so I guess he would stay at the club, but I don't think he should be playing as much as he is because I don't think he's good enough for the Premier League. Maybe he used to be, but not anymore. Then you got Oliver McBurney, who he's injured right now, but he's only scored 1 goal this season, so wow, they've got a lot of issues going forward. Obviously, McGoldrick, he's had probably a really good season, but still, I would have, replaced him. Who else? Which sounds ridiculous, but anyway. Yeah, I can't really see any more good players, to be honest. Um, Obviously, you have players like John Egan, who, are pretty decent, but they do make mistakes. And also Lise Mousset, who had a good season last year, but again, he hasn't scored a goal this season, so it's like what the hell. And yeah, that's about it. Nothing more I can really say about this, other than the fact that I think their transfer business could have been better. Sheffield United do have a limited budget, but I think that if they would have made some smarter moves in the window, they would have stayed up this season. and that's about it.